Ladies and gents, people of YouTube, welcome back. Another beautiful day out here, and it's not just a beautiful day, it's also my birthday, so extra special, I suppose. Today, we got a ton of stuff to get into. Damon is already over there just working away. We'll go see what he's doing. He also rode one of his bikes today, so this thing is super trick, and we'll get him to tell us all the goodies on that. But for now, I need to do a little fine detailing on the Bull Taco, just a little touch-up paint. And Damon is working on the flat track bike. So, if you remember this thing, badass champion frame CR500, just total Widowmaker. We are going to try to get this thing started. I had cracked open the engine before and everything looked fresh, but we had a broken clutch cable, and being a flat track bike, no Kickstarter, no fancy electric starter or whatever those guys use. This is a bump start only machine, so we got to get that clutch cable fixed and see if the darn thing runs. So while I've been doing a little touch-up painting, Damon's been over here working on this clutch cable, and check that out. So Damon, explain what you did here.
Well, the cable has the barrel here has a small hole through it that's the size of the cable, but on this end it had a bigger hole, as if it was like done with maybe an 1/8 inch drill or something bigger that leaves a divot on this side. So what we do is we run the cable through, and you intentionally flare the cable out to where it's just all frayed and ugly looking, and kind of bend them over, and then pull the barrel up into that without pulling it all the way off, of course, and then solder the whole the end of it up to where now the cable ends in there are down in this bigger recess, and they're all flared, but solder's filling the hole so that the barrel should never be able to come off the end of the cable.
Awesome. So that sure the heck beats buying a whole new cable, especially when the cable's custom and you can't just order it. So we're gonna slap her on there, and hopefully hopefully we can get it to work. If she's sticking, we can take this off and take a look at the clutch. I already had it apart once. The basket didn't look too grooved, but we'll give her a go, see how it works. All right, we are just making big progress here. So Damon's clutch cable fix seems like it's gonna work real well, and we've been working on the brakes now. So the brake setup on this thing is pretty interesting. On the front, I don't know what this is really for. It says Hunt. It's got a dual bleeder system. If you know what this is, let me know in the comments. But yeah, we're currently working on the back brakes, and we had nothing as far as pedal wise would go all the way down. So I had another brake set up off of a different Honda, but unfortunately it's a different size. So we're trying to cobble some shit together here and see if we can make something work. But progress is happening, just kind of slow, but it's happening. All right, guys, it might not look like a ton of work, but it actually was. Let me show you what we got done today. So the old flat tracker here, most important, like I said, got the clutch done, but the rear brakes are working, and my goodness, that was a nightmare. We had to switch out some parts. That's why I don't ever throw anything away, because you never know when you're going to need parts. So, pretty productive day when it comes to the flat track bike. But now, Damon rode over a ZX14. This thing is totally tricked out, and you guys got to check this bad boy out. He's going to tell us what's going on here. So, Damon, you bought this thing used.
I bought it used
and
from a guy in Oregon who had all the work done to it except for a couple of things, which I've done. It's pretty loaded. It's got the Carrozzeria forged aluminum wheels, the Öhlins Road and Track forks, the Öhlins rear shock, Brembo GP4 RX front calipers, which are essentially like Moto 2 calipers but with dust seals.
Look at this crazy machining work. That's amazing.
It's got a power commander.
Tons of carbon.
Lots of carbon, full titanium exhaust.
Öhlins rear shock. Look at this rear rotor. That thing is like nothing. It's like a skeleton.
It's 90% air.
Yes.
And
tail tidy.
Brembo RCS master cylinders on the brakes
And clutch.
it used to have, as you can see here, it used to have a nitrous system on it.
I wondered what that was, and I was like, no.
When I got it, it had a nitrous bottle on it, but you know, I said it was a 50-shot nitrous bottle, 50 horsepower nitrous bottle.
Is this a quick shifter?
It is.
Wow. Do you use it?
It only works past certain RPM.
So you really got to be on it.
You got to be on it, you know. But by the time you're on it on this bike, you're going go to jail speed in a matter of moments, you know. So it's hard to find the space to do that, but it's a blast anyway with all the torque and instant power.
All right, guys. So that's going to be a wrap for today. Damon has tons of bikes, so I'm going to have him ride over something different all the time.
I'll bring something different over all the time.
We're going to have like a little sub series of Damon's bikes.
And some of them might be for sale.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this is the
we'll take note of that when that's the case.
This is the so if you see anything of his that you really like, you know what to do. Send over a message. But yeah, super productive day, like I said. We're chipping away at the flat track bike. As always, thanks for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe while you're here, and we'll see you tomorrow on the next one.